over Africa, not only in South Africa. All our leaders have been defeated by the white intellectuals, hands down, even Mandela.
Hello everyone, happy afternoon, happy Easter. This is the season of Easter, and this is, Easter Sunday. Guys all around the world, wonderful people, smart, intelligent, articulate, erudite people. Yeah, this is your one and only pioneering, coming to you straight up from Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa, guys. Another banger of a video where the Maya got schooled and taught to stop chasing after leaders. Guys, in our last content about Wode Maya on this channel, I brought to our attention, how he got schooled by the what? Smart, intelligent, selfless, leader whom I have advocated, people of that nature, man of that standing, intelligent, smart man of that man need to be in the forefront of what? Being an advocate. A Pan-African advocate, just the way, Julius Malema's voice has become a voice that is uniting our people. That man is so of a reservoir of knowledge, full of talent, full of gift, with the right, use of Queen's English. And the man does not just talk for talking's sake. He's being what? Facts. He's being what? Intelligence. He's being what? The right things and at the right time. And I am happy. Person like that had to what? School to Wode Maya, had to what? Engage Wode Maya, or Wode Maya had to engage him. He sought his audience and he gave Wode Maya his peace of mind and what is needed. Guys, another video just yesterday, Wode Maya brought the second part of the content he did with the man, and I've done content which I said was the last about Wode Maya on my channel before diving or taking, back to our Nyapo Hans's content. People, you see, that man is someone who personifies and he embodies this word, selflessness. He has told us how he has sacrificed his life, how he has used his life, the whole of his life, from young age till this very age, for the betterment of South Africans and black race. Guys, and these are leaders we want Wode Maya to model. These are leaders we want Wode Maya to pattern his life after, not chasing those people. And I'm happy this man had the opportunity of letting him know. Wode Maya, I don't think he was just speaking to the African leaders. He was not speaking to African leaders. He is speaking to you. You that you claim that you are a Pan-African. A Pan-African that, bro, to me, you still have a long way to go, because you are just in your business of creating content on the white streets, and you are being met, or YouTube is being paying you, but you are not creating a lasting impact in people's life. And that is why I always beat my chest and I say Marwa is the one creating what? Lasting and intergenerational impact, because I've seen it firsthand how Marwa has decided to toy the part of what? Truth. How Marwa has decided to toy the part of what? Impacting people's life really in a genuine way, without second thoughts. Even though being nice in this our world, it is a crime, because people need bullish people like Wode Maya. Human being in its entirety need rugged people, tough people, bad people, wicked people, people that they cannot treat them with easy and leave it easy. But if you are a nice one, you are a good one, kind-hearted, generous being, you'll be taken for a ride. You'll be taken for granted. People, you become an easy pick. You become someone that people will be rubbing toxicity upon. But I'm happy now. Marwa has listened to me and he has decided to toy the part of what? Self-redemption. And she's really redeeming herself and setting apart his brand. And those whom think they can, take him for granted, they are really feeling the pressure and the impact of what it implies to stand up for oneself and to stand up for one community and to stand up for one family. But guys, let's go back to the content. You know, like you must have watched from the beginning of this content, where the man got schooled by the man. And you can see what the man listening with rapt attention. Bro, I just don't want you to listen with rapt attention. I want you to implement the lesson and the lectures you have been receiving from the man. Key into them. Just don't listen. As you are listening with rapt attention, the man is speaking fact, the man is speaking the truth, the man is speaking the reality, and telling you obviously what it needs to be done to remedy the situation of what? The blacks. But you are the very person, Wode Maya. You've always been against Marwa. You've always fought your brother Marwa. But you put on camera and tell the world you have nothing against Marwa. A toxic, lazy gang member should stop, talking about Marwa. Or you've ordered reaction, but you did not order for them to be appeasing. Bro, we all know you bankroll them, you paid them, you've given them the leverage. You have affirmed and validated their feelings, their toxic energy, their negative energy towards Marwa, because you see Marwa as a competitor that you cannot withstand. And I always love to say this: the world is too big, the universe is too big, no need to fight one another, no need to bring down anybody for you to scale, for you to elevate, for you to move to a higher realm and a higher position, bro. So it is good that the man from South Africa is really giving you the lesson and the lectures. So incorporate them into your life. Let them be a guiding principle. Let them be a guiding way, a pathway towards becoming a better person, towards becoming a better leader, towards becoming a better Pan-Africanist, towards becoming the voice that you claim you are to Africa. That is the lesson. And I'm happy, like I've said, guys, in the past video, this man really, he's a treasure. He's a treasure. We need him. We want him to be speaking across the length and breadth of Africa. We want this man to be more pronounced. We want this man to create social media platform like YouTube. Let him be talking to youth. We want him to be engaging with young people across Africa. Maybe the divide between South Africans and other nationalities of Africa could be breached. Yes. Because whether we like it or not, we are brothers. We are one thing, because our body and skin is one. We are blacks and nothing can change that. So we need man like this. He's a South African that has lived the life of what it implies to be a leader that has sacrificed everything. So we want you, sir, with all due utmost respect, sir. I love you. You've endeared yourself to me because of your what? Leadership acumen, your perspective, the way you see things, and the way you proffer solutions to things. We need you to be more pronounced, sir. We need you to create content. We need you to create, open platform on social media and start dishing out the knowledge, because I can see there are more things in you, more knowledge embedded in you, so dormant that it is yearning to be heard. It is yearning to be given a platform and a voice to express itself. And that is why I am calling on you, and I am charging Wode Maya, urging him. He should not just be listening to rapt attention, just like you've taught him. But this is a certain whatever we all know. We've seen how he has run the length and breadth of the world. We've seen how he has been telling us. We've seen how he's also in Burkina Faso now, trying all he could to meet President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso. And President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso sees everybody as what? A suspect. And you cannot fault him, because there is a conspiracy out there to ensure Africa does not rise, Africa does not elevate, and we are found wanting. We are found, fighting one another. And that is why people like President Ibrahim Traoré, I respect him, I love him. He has indebted himself also to me because of his words. Pan-Africanist nature and the need, the quest, the test to grow Africa, to uplift Africa from the shackles of the past, setting it apart on part of what? Prosperity, growth, and development. But this is a Wode Maya. He's just going around creating content. without impacting anybody. You just create content without impacting. You just create content without giving people platform or voice. And you do call yourself, you are a Pan-Africanist, you are a leader. Bro, I am happy you had to engage this man. And I'm happy that man had to teach you what it implies or what it means to be a leader that has the voice to say the truth and nothing but the truth, to yarn and campaign and advocate for a better communities across the land and breadth of sub-Saharan Africa, even by the extension Northern Africa also, not only in sub-Saharan Africa, because Africa is Africa. We are one. It doesn't matter. And by extension also, our brothers, those from, outside the shores of Africa, people in Caribbean nations, and also America, blacks, anywhere blacks are scattered around the world. We need that unity of purpose. We need that unity of love. Blacks, we need to come together. We need to take charge of our destiny, grow our different and various communities, uplift our people from obscurity, set them on path of growth, set them on path of self-sustenance, set them on path of what? Economic viability and growth. To have a sustainable way of living, sustainable income that will sustain each and every one of us. We don't need to be dependent on the West. We don't need always. Though nobody's an island. And I'm happy, just like YouTube has given us platform. That is a classic example. When I say we need to rise up in defending, in promoting and championing our causes, I don't mean we should delink. We are not delinking. Instead, we are trying to leverage the power of effective, collaboration in synergizing with one another, blacks and the other world, thus making the world a better place. Because YouTube, classic example, YouTube has given the world, has bridged the distance, the gaps between what? Each and every one of us. Because you are right now watching me in America and other part of the world, or in Africa or in Europe. Because of what? The power of what? Being able to think outside the box, create solutions that has enormous impacts on people's life. So, Wode Maya, instead of rolling after leaders that they are not impacting, instead they are cutting commonwealth. They're embezzling commonwealth, taking it and hiding it. Bro, the power is in you. Start from today how to, create and leave an lasting impact on people's life, just the way Marwa is doing. Yes. Just the way Marwa is doing. And that is what we want. And that is the impact, just the way YouTube has created this platform. Bridging the distance barrier, and aiding communication, aiding cultural interrelations. Yes, because I know all my audience, people watching, they are not only blacks. Yes, they are not blacks. And like I love to say, I am not a racist. But they said charity begins at home, and that is why I am always passionate about uplifting Africa. Yes, I am passionate about uplifting our people. Our people must be emancipated economically, politically, socially, and that is why when leaders like Ibrahim Traoré, even though he's not democratically elected, they endear themselves to me. Because I can see the passion, the burning desire in them to help change the situation and elevate the living condition of their people. So that is the charge on your part, Wode Maya. Because I can see when the man talks, you listen. Because wisdom is speaking. And he's speaking from a lived experience, from a factual standpoint. He's not just speaking for speaking's sake. He's not just speaking for seeking attention, just the way you are creating content, seeking attention, seeking validation from people all around the world. Bro, this is the time to understand that indeed you have a long way to go. And the long way there is what? Try to bridge the gap in your own little corner. Leveraging your platform, the God-given platform, aided by YouTube and other social media platforms, to impact and leave behind legacies that can outlive you and outlive our generation. Yes, and I'm happy the man has took it upon himself to tell you most of them are sold out. And I've been saying it. I've been telling you, stop going after them. I have access to leaders, but I don't care about who they are. If you are impacting, you get me. If you are not impacting, we'll just from a professional distance, angle. You cannot just be running after leaders, snapping with them, creating content, posting, and this and that. And I wish President Ibrahim Traore granted you the request to interview him. I wish. I used to tell you I'm not an enemy. But my only vexation with you is because you've created and founded and aided unabatedly the lazy gang people who has always taken it upon themselves to trash talk Marwa, go against and twist narratives targeting Marwa. Because Marwa is a classical African who has decided to change his destiny. And he has shared the journey so far, inspiring many. But some losers who could not stomach somebody like Marwa has achieved that, what he has achieved, and he has shared the stories with the world. They could not stomach it. His decision to always be vexing, always going against him. Because in their narcissistic minds and dreams, they think it is not possible for an Africa or an African to achieve what Marwa has achieved. So therefore, there's no way that they have lived in America or lived in the West, they could not be able to achieve it. So therefore, Marwa must be a scammer. And you can see how they've been calling him scam, and this and that. No, bro, this is a challenge to you. And I'm happy the man from South Africa has really given you the lesson of your life. Because I can see you are just listening out. Yes, it's something really important. We need leaders like this. And that is what I'm urging you. And I'm charging you to be a leader just like this man. Be a leader like him, Wode Maya. You cannot continue just chasing after elected leaders who has nothing to offer, who cannot give anything. They don't have anything to offer anybody. Bro, just do the needful. Ensure that our people living conditions are elevated, because God has given you the platform and YouTube are paying you. So I want to be seeing your impact, quantifiable impact. Not just pushing, we want to be seeing the receipts, the evidence, quantifiably, in a statistical, digestible, memorable ways presented to us. Just we are creating content, because we've seen Marwa turn it. Even though the toxic lazy gangsters, they have accused him of using people for content. But imagine Marwa is helping without bringing it, without putting it in form of videos or content. They will be saying otherwise. They will be accusing him otherwise. They will be saying this and that he is claiming he is helping without evidence, without facts, without backings. He cannot show receipts. But we are happy Marwa does not listen to them. He listens to his heart of hearts. And God Almighty has been steering and piloting him, pushing him towards giving the community and people at large all over the world the best. And that's what we want you, Wode Maya, to emulate. We want you to impact upon. We want you to model your life after. Not chasing after elected leaders that they are not working, that they are not impacting. Instead, they are embezzling funds. They are hiding it for their families, their cronies, their associates who have nothing to offer. Africa is so blessed. Africa is too rich. Africa is too great. But yet our people are living in abject poverty. Our people are living, their living conditions are not better off. So this is a call and a charge to you, just like the man has stated it in your video, which you uploaded yesterday. Wonderful and wonderful people. We are advising Wode Maya. So Wode Maya, this is a wake-up call. This is a charge. Do it just the way Marwa is doing it and other persons are doing it. Wonderful guys all around the world. It is nice always talking to us. See us again in our next content. Bye-bye.
Black intellectuals remain subordinated to white intellectuals. Why it is like that? What is this that the white person has in order it can never be equal with the black person. All over Africa, not only in South Africa, all our leaders have been defeated by the white intellectuals, hands down. Even Mandela. You cannot negotiate for your people and negotiate against your people.
Do you feel like he negotiated against his people?
What do we have as black people? Look at us. Look at us. What do we have? What is this that we have won? The property rights is still with the white people. I said